What's up guys, this is Rani. Welcome back to our channel Total Technology. This is tutorial 7. Today's tutorial we will learn how to add one document to the existing Elasticsearch index using REST API. So in the last tutorial, probably you guys already have watched that video, which was tutorial number 6. In that tutorial we actually introduced how to actually use the REST API and how to create index and other things. So from this tutorial onwards we'll be going to work on the document part, like adding document, search document, etc. Right? So this tutorial also will be very like small tutorial, but again the small tutorials are going to build your foundation for some bigger use case. Like, so if your basics or fundamental like concepts are not clear, you won't be able to actually understand those bigger data modeling use case or data engineering concepts or ingestion pipeline or streaming kind of a things. Like, so because of that actually we broke down our like course material in small segments or small pieces, and we'll be going to tackle all those small pieces with respect to different use cases. Okay, so again same thing, if you want to understand or learn a little bit more about Elasticsearch, you can go through this slide again. The bigger or larger details are actually available in the internet from this link. These two links you can actually found how to do installation, and other steps are actually mentioned here, and what is index, it is written here. Then second thing, if you want to actually set up the security, right now I'm actually in a test instance and I actually again disable the security because it was creating some problem with my Mac instance. Actually I don't know what exactly the problem, but some problem was running, so because of that I just disable that again. But in the production environment or the production system, definitely you need to actually enable security. So again this is something, a guide, like how to use Python and all. I'm again not going to repeat this thing because these things are already discussed in the last videos. And the last least, actually this is our use case, add a document. So before we add a document, I want you guys to actually do the same thing. Once you complete the video, I want you guys to actually try to replicate the same tutorial in a same way by your own. If you're not writing your code, or if you're not doing it by your hand, you won't be able to actually uh, gain some sort of confidence or actually knowledge, because watching the videos are actually not going to help. You have to do, or if you have to practice it by your own. Okay, so before we actually add a document, let me open my Elasticsearch. Okay, so if you go to Elasticsearch and if you go to dev tools, and you will be going to get developer tools, and after that if you just go here, like let's say cat and then slash. Okay, see, these are the indices, and if you remember we created this index actually. Okay, so now what we'll do, we'll be going to add a document using to this index, and that time I'll be going to use a Elasticsearch REST API. Okay, so let's do it. So import. Okay, then we'll have our URL. So maybe our URLs are always going to be localhost and 9200, right? This is our Elasticsearch index, like we all know. I believe Elasticsearch runs on port 29200 and Kibana runs on port 5601, right? So probably this is our URL. So what will be the URL? So maybe you can write something HTTP, then clone / localhost, and then we'll be going to write 9200, right? And after that what you have to do, you have to write your index name, and after that you have to write underscore doc, and after that you have to write some other part, but this is our main URL. Okay, this is our main URL. Okay, so basically we'll be going to add a document, right? So basically after that we'll be going to add something here, right? Something will be added here. Okay, so let's do those things one by one. Okay, so maybe headers will be something like this. So it should be content and hyphen type, maybe let's say. So content type will be what? So content type will be application JSON. Okay, content type will be application JSON, right? Like this. Then what will happen? Then we'll write JSON data, maybe any data. So maybe the data will be JSON data, so I'll be just going to write JSON data. Okay, how the JSON data will be going to be passed? We'll be going to add a simple message. So let's say message. Okay, uh, this is added by Python and REST API. Okay, this is the message. Now I'll be going to call this thing. So response as a variable. Okay, and then what will happen, we'll be going to write requests dot put, right? Document will be put. Now we'll be going to what? We'll be going to actually call the URL, right? So first it will be URL, and after URL we should have a index name, our index name. So what is our index name? Our index name is actually this one, right? So we'll be going to add like this. So after we put index name, and this is our URL. After we put index name, we should have a slash like this, then we should have a underscore, and we should have a doc, right? And after we put a doc, we'll be going to give a number, right? That number means is actually document ID, so /1, right? And once this is done, we'll be going to put a question mark, and after that we'll be going to write pretty. So maybe it will be JSON response will be coming as a pretty printed format like this, comma. Then what will happen? Then we'll be going to write headers equals to headers, and then JSON data equals to JSON data, right? And once this is done, we'll be going to just write print response. Okay, let's see. If response equals to 201 or something is 201 is coming, it means everything is working fine. Okay, so let me check this thing right now if I have any document here or not. So it should be get, then probably test, then probably how to actually write this thing, so I just forget actually. So maybe so doc and then one. What is saying? There is no document ID found. Okay, so let's do something. Let's try to add this thing. Okay, and let's see. So I'm going to add a message as a document which has in a JSON value message like property actually. So the values are actually actual message body is actually added always in a JSON format here, and these are the actually field. So there is a field called message. It's a string field or text field. This is added by Python and REST API. And let's execute this thing. So it is actually saying JSON data. So it is saying unexpected format found JSON data. Okay, so this is interesting. Why actually this is coming as a JSON data? So maybe it should be JSON. Yes, right. So now JSON data. Okay, so it is coming as. So let's execute. Yeah, 201 means it is created. Okay, so let's execute. Yes, this is added by Python REST API. Okay, so now let's try to actually add more document. So maybe I can add another document like 2, and this is added by Python REST API and ID 2. Okay, this is also added, and let's execute with 2, right? So everything is coming here, so no problem at all, right? So in this way we are going to actually add a document. So maybe in the next tutorial what we'll see, we'll be going to actually load multiple records. Like we'll see how to actually load multiple records and automatically add the document IDs. We'll be going to see that in the next tutorial. Okay, so this is very basic, very fundamental tutorial just to give you guys a little bit of hands-on experience to work with actually this REST API, so that you guys can actually start preparing for the future. And also this will going to help you to develop some sort of intuition towards like this programming kind of a thing. Like whenever I actually interact with a student student or the beginner, like if they found something like they need to write a code, they kind of getting some sort of panic. Okay, but this is like not a panic kind of a thing, or it's not a rocket science kind of a thing. If you practice it for maybe half a month or 15 days continuously, we'll be actually able to master this technology, or maybe subject, whatever you can call it. Okay, so I'm not going to actually continue this video anymore, so let's wrap up this video here. But before I actually close this or end up this tutorial, maybe, or I need to actually put some concluding comments, like guys, please share our videos and contents with your family and friends, because this Elasticsearch series is kind of getting a lots of popularity and visibility, because I can see this our playlist is actually getting watched by lots of people. So that I want more and more like support from you guys actually. But thanks for the support till now, you guys, whatever you guys showed up. And also try to put some comment, positive or negative, doesn't matter, just put some honest comment, so that actually will improve our, try to improve our quality. If something is missing, you guys think that something must be added or something must be presented in a different way, please let us know. And also, if someone is already working in some company having some different or difficult use cases, please let us know, so that we can actually include those things in our tutorial, and that also going to help some other students as well. Okay, so enough of talking, guys. We'll be going to wrap up now, so we'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and happy learning.